I, Hassan Ali Joho, do swear.
Ali Hassan Joho, the nominee for Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, appeared before the Committee on Appointments for vetting. His educational background took center stage during the vetting, the committee members putting Joho to task regarding his qualifications. The flamboyant politician having to narrate the difficulties he faced and how he maneuvered to be a student at the Harvard Kennedy School of Government.
So yes, I did not do well in my secondary school. I got a D-, no doubt. But Mr. Speaker, I turned that around. Today, as I sit here, I hold 2 degrees that are before you.
Joho further claimed that he was forced to quit school for a year before resuming his studies due to financial constraints.
I contributed to my own school fees in secondary school. I had an understanding at that time with my principal that he released me earlier than any other student because I needed to go work. And I did. And I contributed. At that point, what was my priority? To conclude KCSE.
The former Mombasa County Chief was also questioned over his involvement in the drug business, the vocal coastal politician denying any involvement almost 14 years after he found himself in a list of suspected drug traffickers tabled in Parliament.
The quagmire for me is I don't understand. If you come and table a report, obviously there must be some subsequent actions. And I want to also, this is one matter that I really hope we can put to permanent closure, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I thought he tabled a report on a dossier that he was given, that was passed to him through the American embassy. What normally happens is that when you table or pass a dossier, it is investigated, I believe. It is worked on. So that happened. The late Honorable Saitoti, he came back to Parliament and tabled a report of investigation and the outcome that clearly stated that no iota of evidence was found against me.
A confident Joho insisting that he is only involved in legitimate business.
Please, Kenyans, I want to assure you here today that I do clean business that can be audited, can be seen, physical, and therefore, please, Mr. Speaker, if anybody talks about a report that was tabled on the dossier, also talk about the report that came after that, that cleared us.
Mimi, I don't even dream of engaging with them. Ati huyu akitaka aje ongee sio na mimi niongee na Ruto nini? Mimi nikamtafute atanipa nini? Wilbaro.
His past utterances almost came back to haunt him before Speaker Moses Wetangula came to his rescue.
Honorable Naisula told me nitaongea na.
You don't have to answer that. Only fools don't change their minds.
I was going to say it in Kiswahili.
Go on and answer the other question.
If approved by the National Assembly, Joho promised to take on cartels in the sector and prioritize the payment of royalties.
If you approve me, that is where I begin. Remove the cartels, remove the brokers. Mining industry in Kenya cannot be a market of speculators. There are people doing prospecting for 40 years. How that makes sense, I have no idea. Whether it happens anywhere in the world, certainly it cannot be.
Joho further hinted at redesigning the training program if approved to ensure the employment of more Kenyans locally and abroad in the maritime sector.
The global demand on seafarers is almost at 1.9 million. We in Kenya are contributing barely 0.2%. So out of, basically what I'm saying is out of the 1.9 million, we have just about 4,000 Kenyans that are getting into the industry by way of employment. Now, what are we going to do to change that? Number one, we must redesign our training program to fit into the demand of that opportunity.
Unlike his counterparts, Joho was not shy to affirm that he belongs to the billionaires club.
My net worth is 2,361,332,249.
Ian Keitani for Sunday Review.